All right, Medtrade is right around the corner, and we are excited to be once again heading back to Dallas this February. The conference is shaping up to be really solid. The expo floor looks great, and today I've got Miriam Lieber with me. We're so excited to have her. She is well known around the conference program. So, Miriam, are you looking forward to getting out to Dallas?
You know, I have to say, Christina, I'm always looking forward to Dallas. It's become our new home, and I've really enjoyed being there, and I can't wait to be there again this February. What a treat.
Yes, agree. I love being out in Dallas, and really just one time getting back together again once a year. Attendees are really loving that, so we want to keep that going. The show is a little bit earlier this year, so this is a reminder. If you haven't gotten your registrations in, make sure to get it because it's coming up quick. But the conference has got some great elements to it, and specifically managed care. AA Homecare and Medtrade and Payor Relations Council, everybody's working together on this managed care track. What are you most excited about when it comes to the conference element for the show?
You know, I'm really excited about people collaborating. I really love the notion that as a group in an industry, we get together now. And there's nothing more important than really understanding our managed care payers and their impact on our businesses. So I'm super excited about this new track.
Very good. Yes. I know that you're speaking during a few sessions and panels at Medtrade, but one in particular is the building effective relationships and dealing with common challenges with payers. That's really focused on essential skills. What are some of the key takeaways that you think attendees are going to gain from that session?
Well, honestly, I'm going to defer to my panelists who are going to be just firsthand case studies on the encounters with managed care companies. I will bring also some of my experiences around the country that I delve into throughout the year as I consult with companies. And I am so excited for them to share with everyone sort of the pain points and the challenges and how to overcome them to any extent possible. And as a collective voice, I'm very excited about that opportunity.
Excellent. I know you're going to cover claim denials and compliance. Are there any, obviously we want to get attendees out to your session, so you don't have to give away all the tips just yet, but, do you have any tips or practical takeaways or anything to share with attendees, especially new attendees too?
To be honest, it sounds maybe a little bit kitschy, but I'm going to say we have to speak as a collective unit. So as we encounter denials and we get audits and we work on additional contracting and we look for how to navigate things like narrowed networks, and we have to actually bring to the limelight that which occurs to us as individual companies so that as a collective voice we can actually make inroads and impact. And this sounds crazy, but how else can you do it without a group? And groups like AA Homecare and of course our state associations are the ones that actually help us carry this forward, and that is why we are actually having these sessions. So coming together as a group, you will hear firsthand very common issues that you encounter, and we will be able to tell you tricks of the trade at that time.
Perfect. Yes. Coming together is certainly key in all of this because there's so much to be done, but we've got a great big industry that works together so well. As you see of course, with Medtrade being at the beginning of the year, people are kind of working on and kicking off things for the beginning of the year. But looking ahead, how do you see managed care is going to be shaping the healthcare industry?
Well, look, we are sure that managed care is here to stay. There's no chance we can get away from it. I don't have a crystal ball, of course, nor do you, but in looking at history and then looking forward, I can promise you that with over 50% of Medicare recipients turning their Medicare benefits over to managed care, you have to know that we have to be involved in contracting and negotiations and who's new and who's not new and who's doing what to whom, so that we stay abreast of all the changes and look forward to more in the ways of, contending with reimbursement cuts and making sure that we have a stake in the matter, and that if there is some kind of negotiation opportunities, we will be there together. Again, I can't emphasize more how we have to come together as a group. And so for first timers, you have to listen to the questions asked by your peers as much as you listen to the people on the stage, because that interaction is what really will guide you forward. And I am always excited to collaborate with my peers. I can't think of anything better. So make sure, though, that you know with James Russell on the team from Pediatric Home Service and Richard Kovacik from Healthcare Growth Group, and as well as Amanda Minimi from Aeroflow, you are in for a real treat in this particular session.
Absolutely. And I'll kind of piggyback on something that you said, definitely asking those questions, at the end. I know our speakers always welcome questions and answers. Don't be scared to ask a question, because your neighbor right next to you may have had the same one and didn't want to speak up. So that is a way to certainly learn from each other and get that ball rolling, especially as you're going into all of the other sessions that we have at Medtrade and then seeing the new products on the expo floor. So Miriam, kind of last piece, I know you've touched on it already a little bit, but what advice would you have to, maybe somebody who's planning their Medtrade experience, or, if they're thinking about taking some of these sessions or not, what would you tell them?
Look, I think there's so many great sessions. You actually have to prioritize before you get there and have a plan, and try to diversify a little bit in your gaining of knowledge. So if you're going to attend a session on managed care, make sure to attend one that impacts you, but also look to expand yourself. And if you have a team there, send them in different directions and come back with, I always believe, with a report for your team at home. They'll feel like they're a part of this really exclusive opportunity that you get to take part in. And of course, the more you can bring, the better. Collaboration is important here, and always engage with the people next to you. You have no idea what that networking opportunity will bring you. That's the key right there.
Great advice. Yes, we are looking forward to seeing everyone at Medtrade. I'm going to let you get back to work now, so I do appreciate your time today. And this is a great reminder to make sure that everybody registers for Medtrade. The registration is still open, and there is still space in those sessions, so make sure you check out the conference program. And Miriam, I'm going to see you in Dallas, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you out there.